Okay.
We're going to talk about healthy times. I'm joined by Josie Dillard, who's a sixth grader at Eisenhower Middle School, and Eduardo Rosales, a fifth grader at Eisenhower Middle School, both with some journalism experience. And so I'm eager to hear more about the work that you're doing with Healthy Times. I want to say a little bit about what I've learned about Healthy Times. It was created by Marion Ullman, who's a journalist, previously a reporter with the Philadelphia Inquirer, and Susan Spencer, a teacher from Upper Darby. But now this program's in Norristown. There are several of the elementary schools and all three of the middle schools have a Healthy Times program. I think there are close to 75 or 80 students involved. And you do a lot of different work around health and safety issues, and you use your journalism skills to help spread the word. So tell me a little bit about creating newsletters. I see that you have a newsletter here about interviewing people, about the work that you're doing. You want to get started, Josie?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, with journalism, our process is we have to go interview people, we write it up, and then we go through the editing, trying to make sure it's perfect so we can meet our deadline.
Okay. So you've got a couple things going on there. You have to learn about a topic, interview somebody, write up what you found out, and then use some editing skills to refine that, make sure it's ready for the publication, and also do it in a timely way.
Yes.
That's a lot.
Very busy people.
Yeah, I imagine. Do you do this as part of a class?
Well, sometimes we try to encourage the teachers to use them as some of the lessons,
Okay.
or at least read it to them.
Okay. So I know that, for instance, just on the front page of this recent newsletter, there are 2 articles about stress.
Mm-hmm.
Did
Yes.
either one of you do articles about stress?
I did mine's is about uniforms. I interviewed the vice principal about it.
Okay. And what did you learn about stress? Did you have any classroom experience learning about stress?
Not really.
Did you do some research about it?
Yes.
How did you do that?
I just went to kidshealth.org and I found out a lot about how stress can cause anxiety and it's not very good for you.
What's wrong with anxiety? Do you have any comments about that?
Well,
Makes you nervous?
yeah.
What did you learn about anxiety?
I learned that it's not good for your body to be overly stressed because
Okay.
sometimes you get high blood pressure because you're overly stressed out with all the work that you're doing.
Okay.
So sometimes you have to calm it down and
Yeah. How do you do when you have to take a test when you're feeling stressed?
Well, I usually just go through it
Yeah. Okay.
without any problems.
All right. Well, good. Tell me about interviewing people. Do you interview both adults and students?
Yes, we do. We actually interview also all the staff members
Mm-hmm.
and students.
And I understand sometimes you have a question that you ask for a response, like a survey.
Yeah.
How do you end up telling the story about the survey then? The
Well-
survey results?
Well, the survey, we actually have to work as a team first
Okay.
and then distribute the paper around. We usually pick only 2 grades, which is 5th and 6th grade.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have a note sent that there's a deadline for it and they have to
Yeah.
turn them in,
Okay.
their teachers.
Okay. So you're giving out surveys and you're getting surveys back.
yes.
And then what?
We
We count them up for each grade and teacher.
Okay.
And
we normally have a prize sometimes for the surveys, they have to answer a question.
And you give a prize too?
sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes if they get it whoever gets it correct, or we just
Okay.
pick out a drawing and then we find out and then we give them sometimes a prize.
So sometimes it's there's a correct answer, and sometimes it's an opinion.
Yeah.
And then how do you explain, you have to use some kind of, how many people said this opinion, how many people said that opinion?
Yep.
Yeah, we make sure we look at all of our surveys that come in from the students.
That's great. That's great. And then you can write up a story about the results.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's interesting. It involves math skills and writing skills.
2 classes in 1.
That's right. That's right. What are you enjoying most about this work with Healthy Times?
I enjoy most that we get to try to make a difference in people's lives by teaching them healthy ways that they can improve theirs.
Very nice. How about you, Eduardo?
Yeah, actually, I like the one where it teaches you how to relieve stress because you interview a lot of teachers and then they tell you how they relieve stress, and then they give you a couple tips.
Right. So you learn something through the process.
Yes.
That's wonderful. As you've been involved with this work, I think you both started in elementary school. Is this giving you a sense of something you'd like to do as a career outside of, when you're out of high school and out of college?
Yeah.
Yes, it
Yes.
is? Tell me about that.
Well, actually, I'm thinking of being a doctor
Very
because it actually is helping me to learn about different health issues.
Very good.